Hi guys, bit of a strange video for me this one. Well, it's different. First of all, I'm in front of the camera, but also well, I came out today to do another video. I've just boiling up some water now to make myself a nice cup of coffee, but I actually came out today to do a video basically showing off my Go Pack, my radio Go Pack and all the bits and bobs I've got in it. But I've been looking on other videos, looking at other things about QRP Go Packs, and it struck me that my pack is completely different to everybody else's. Only a small part of my pack actually is dedicated to radio. The rest of the pack, well, it's to make living conditions so much easier. As you've seen, I've gone out and I've just cut some wood, chopped it up, got my firebox out, and I'm boiling some water for a nice cup of coffee, so that at least I've got a warm drink whilst I do my next video. I seem to be getting into bushcraft more and more as the days and weeks go on. In fact, a lot of my browsing on YouTube is now a lot bushcraft based, and I wouldn't say I'm a bushcrafter by no stretch of the imagination, but I do enjoy going out and about, and especially now in pretty horrendous weather. Typically, me and the family would go out on a bright sunny day when there wasn't a cloud in the sky, and we'd have a good day out, along with the other 5 million Brits as well, who would also be doing the same thing. We're almost at a boil. Well, what bushcrafting is teaching me, and it's teaching me some very basic skills that I've picked up, and I'm useless. I really am useless at outdoorsy stuff. But these few skills that I've learned, these very basic skills have taught me, makes living conditions outdoors with the family really enjoyable. A few weeks ago we went geocaching, when normally we'd stay at home because it was grey, it was showery, it was overcast. It's one of the most memorable days I've had out with the family in recent years, and we had no worse of a time because the weather was poor than if the weather was pleasant. In fact, it was more enjoyable because the kids were able to get muddy and not get told off. I'm just going to throw in a log on the fire a minute. We all got muddy, but we really enjoyed ourselves. And these few skills have taught me things like knots, how to make up a basic shelter, a windbreak. And with those basic skills, it gives you a new outlook on life. It gives you a new outlook on the great outdoors. And I haven't been very well for some time, but I don't want to bore you with that. But it's making me feel really positive, you know, especially today. It's the first weekend in February. And here I am, sat outside. It's going to rain in a minute, and I don't care. And it's just lovely. It's nice to be in the woodland alone, or with the family, you know, enjoying myself. Anyway, the point of this video, learning these basic skills have taught me that you need some good tools to start with. And right from the outset, a good tool that I learnt I needed was a knife. And I've got a Leatherman. It's a Leatherman Charge. It's great. It's got a knife. It's been with me everywhere, this has. I bought it originally to go to the Scilliars when we were playing radio over in the Scilliars for Wessex, just a Wessex holiday. And that was brilliant. That was one of the best purchases I've ever made. It won't leave me ever, this. It's always by my side. But it's only got a little piddly blade on it, and one of the things I learnt was you need a decent blade. So many months ago I placed an order with a chap. 1 minute. Throw another log on the fire. Placed an order some months ago with Jacklore knives, Sandy, and he only lives up the road from me. And what a thoroughly decent bloke he is as well. He's an amateur radioist, radio ham. He does a lot of CW, and by Christ he's quick. He's a good guy, and I placed an order with him, and he warned me that it'd be many months because he's got so much of a back order, and I said that's fine. Well, last weekend he contacted me and he said, your knife's ready, come and pick it up. here it is. Jacklore number 211, 211th Jacklore Classic, and what a beaut. Sandy makes all of this. Everything you see here, he makes all of it. Let me show you the knife. That's a bushcraft knife. People look at this, and I put a picture of it up on my Facebook, and people instantly said, "Oh, slightly worried that you've got that." But let's be clear about this. This is not a weapon. It's a tool. And it's bloody lovely. He makes everything himself. It's got a tapered tang. This is the tang, runs through the middle of the knife. He makes everything, including those beautiful mosaic pins. The wood, forgive me Sandy, the wood I think is curly koa. I think. He starts off with a piece of steel, and he cuts it, he grinds it, he puts this razor sharp edge on it, which just, well, it's the sharpest thing I've ever touched. And he makes it, and it's for a specific use, for wood chopping, splitting wood. I didn't use it earlier on because I wanted to be a bit of a surprise. It's just beautiful. Such love, such care, such attention to detail. And I'm chuffed to bits with it. It's just a beautiful thing. But that's not all. He also makes the sheath. He's a dab hand at leatherwork as well. There's no end to this chap's creativity and genius. He makes the sheath himself to contain the knife, and a fire still. Fire still for making sparks for lighting fire. Not like what I did earlier on. That was very much cheating. That was cheating. And he makes the whole thing, and I'm so humbled and so proud to be a member of the Jacklore owners. And that will be something that will be a part of me, as an extension of me, and it's just lovely, it's just beautiful. And thank you, Sandy, thank you. It's made me very, very proud and very, very humble. And it'll get used, you know, it'll get used. I hopefully won't abuse it. It'll be loved and cherished, and hopefully handed down to my children when I'm no longer around. Trees are certainly making a lot of noise around here. And so there we go. Water's boiled now. I'm about to make myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to crack on with my next video, which is all about my Go Pack. But I thought I'd just give you an insight into possibly why my Go Pack is packed in such a different way to many other radio Go Packs. It's radio and general living conditions to make it a little bit more pleasurable. So anyway, that's it from me.